Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're going to be doing a little Q&A video. So I'm going to be answering some of the questions that you guys had during the meditation challenge. Yes, we did it, 31 days of meditation for Transcendence. It was really cool. First of all, before I start anything else, I want to thank everybody that was present, everybody that showed up. It's so amazing that you've been showing up for yourself, taking this time every single day to do the meditations. Also, I want to thank you guys for the wonderful comments, the wonderful feedbacks. I've gotten some emails and some messages that have really moved me, and I know that it's really worked for a lot of people. And I'm very, very glad, very happy. The channel grew a little bit, which is cool also. But that's not the point. The point is that more and more people are watching these meditations and getting a lot of value in their personal lives from them. So the first announcement that I want to make here is that we're going to be starting a Facebook group. I created it a few weeks ago. I didn't really announce it at all yet, so it's brand new. I think there's like 3 or 4 people on there. We didn't start posting anything, but I wanted to make this kind of community, this small little community, so that we can share our experiences on these meditations and on the life management and personal development videos that we're going to be doing in the future. I think it's a really great way to connect with like-minded people and to have accountability partners and, just to learn together. I'm still learning. A lot of people have been asking me questions like I'm an expert. I am absolutely no expert. I'm still learning, and we can all learn together. Thanks for your feedback, because it gave me some great ideas. For example, people have been asking me to post the sounds longer, the vibrations longer. So I posted one, I'm going to post another one tomorrow or the next day maybe, and I'm going to continue posting these meditations, these vibrations in long form, so that you can use them not only for meditation but for relaxation also. I tried one of them just taking a bath and just getting the vibration into me, and that felt really, really good. So I want to jump into the first question, but before we do so, actually, if this is the first time that you join us, my name is Raphael, and on this channel we do some practical personal development and life management videos, as well as daily meditations. And yes, daily meditations, because we're going to continue on daily meditations, more on that a bit later. So if this is interesting to you, please do consider subscribing to the channel and pressing this little notification bell so that you're alerted every time we post some new and upcoming content. So talking about those daily meditations, yes, we are going to post more daily meditations. I'm going to try to go as far as I can in time, posting one meditation every single day. The most requested meditations are the vibrational meditations for Transcendence, so we're going to do a lot of those, but we're also going to do some themed meditations. I prepared a meditation for deep sleep. If you're struggling a little bit with insomnia, you're going to have this. You're going to have some meditations and specific videos on how to deal with anxiety, because this is something I had to deal myself quite a lot, and I'm still dealing with, and I'm finding tools and strategies to overcome this through meditation and other practices. We're going to talk about all of them: breathing, for example, journaling, a lot of other things that we're going to be doing together here. So I'm very excited about that too. Another question that I was asked was, is this actually TM? Is this actually Transcendental Meditation, and can I teach it for free? So I'm going to answer it, and I'm going to try to make it as short as possible, but the short answer is no, this is not Transcendental Meditation. I keep receiving emails from the Transcendental Meditation organization asking me to put down all my videos that have the words transcendence or meditation with transcendence or anything like this. They don't really have any means to make me put down those videos, but I just want to make sure that you guys know that no, this is not Transcendental Meditation. I myself talk a lot about Transcendental Meditation, especially in the past, because I did the course. I thought there were some good results, but I decided to quit Transcendental Meditation, and I'm going to do a complete video on why I decided to quit my practice of Transcendental Meditation. Part of the reason is that it can only be taught by a certified teacher. I did the certified course. I'm very lucky that I was able to afford it, but I know that a lot of you guys are not, and it really breaks my heart when I get dozens of emails every day asking me, hey, can you teach me TM for free? And I'm obliged to say no, because I already got into a little bit of trouble with the TM organization's lawyers, and they keep telling me, TM, Transcendental Meditation, is not only a practice, it's a trademark. And I don't want to belong to this kind of a group. So we found alternatives. There's so many forms of meditations that have great effects. We've been doing vibrational meditation that has gotten really good feedback, really great results from you guys. And so we're going to be continuing doing this. There's no such thing as learning the TM, the Transcendental Meditation, without a certified teacher through their organization for a lot of money. So no, but don't worry, there's no magic pill, there's no magic mantra. As I said, this is a very easy practice, and we can practice some different kinds of meditation. So this is the question that I've gotten the most. On to the next question. A few people asked me, hey, at the end of this meditation, I cried. Why is that? Well, first of all, this is wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful, because this means that finally you're releasing. Finally, there was things building up in your mind, in your heart, in your body, and that means that you've taken the time to go into deep relaxation. Put aside transcendence for a moment, but you found this technique, and I'm really so happy that I'm putting those techniques out there that you're doing, and I'm fiddling with it, I'm experimenting with it, and this kind of feedback where you're telling me, hey, I was crying for hours and then I was reborn. This really encourages me to continue going and to continue building up on these meditation techniques, okay? So yes, if you cry, it's perfectly normal. Me, myself, when I started, I was just exhausted for the first few days or even weeks. This is perfectly normal. Your body needs to rejuvenate, your mind needs to clear, you're cleansing, you're rebuilding a new state of consciousness for yourself, and you will feel the benefits. I always say, don't look at the goal, don't try not to look at the benefits, but look at the process and be really anchored into your meditation after meditation. But one of the effects, really, I can't word it differently, is that you will have a better sense of who you are, a better sense of how you communicate with people, your interactions will be different, your focus will be better, and so on and so forth. And I'm sure that if you've done the 31-day meditation, Rosie, for example, hey Rosie, if you're listening, I'm so happy she didn't have anxiety for 30 days during the whole program, during the whole 31-day meditation. So it combats anxiety. I've had somebody telling me that they quit their depression medication. Before you do that, just a little disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional, of course. If you're gonna change any kind of medical parameter, maybe that's great, maybe that's awesome, but do talk to your doctor before. I do not give medical advice. I know that for me, it has helped tremendously with dark parts of my past life and present life also, and probably future life too. But if you are going to change medication, please do talk with your medical professional. That just makes sense, right? Don't do any experiments with your medication and so on and so forth. Yeah, just to go back to the question, of course, if you cry, if you feel a release, if you feel tiredness, this is perfectly okay. Another question that was asked is, I hear the vibration all day long, what do I do? This was the same thing for me when I started this kind of meditation. It was not with a vibration then. When I started designing those meditation, it did happen to me also, but I was already in the state of mind where I could differentiate my meditations from real life, right? So what happened at the very start, maybe you guys know the story, maybe you don't, but I was in a very dark place when I started Transcendental Meditation. And when I was doing it, I was feeling some well-being, I was feeling some healing. And because it's a mantra-based meditation, I looked at the mantra kind of like my savior, and if I had some sort of a panic attack, I would think of the mantra. And this is not very good, because you want to really differentiate your meditation from your life. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to focus very well, and you won't really feel the benefits from the meditation. So if you have a tendency like me to grasp on things and never let go, which is something I have had to work very hard on, then maybe this is something you can think about. If you're hearing the vibration all the time, it's normal, because during meditation, you're feeling this well-being, this relaxation. Maybe you're losing track of time, which means that you're really into transcendence, and that's awesome. But once the meditation is finished, I always tell you, now it's time to let go of the vibration. The session is over. Let's breathe, let's drink a glass of water, and let's go on with our daily activities. So don't grasp on this vibration as your savior. There's much more within yourself that will help you in your everyday life. It has nothing to do with the vibration. This is just a 20-minute, maybe 30-minute if you want, twice a day maximum, and then live your life. And there's so many other things that you will do, that we'll learn about on this channel, for you to have the greatest life and live through your purpose, through your duties, and fulfill your absolute potential. Let me look at my notes for some other questions that were asked. Cried like a baby. I'm trying not to put names. I was thinking, this person wanted to write this and this, that, but it's quite intimate, right? After the challenge, what's next? Oh, okay, I can tackle this. We're doing like a very deep question and a less deep question, and this is part of my announcement for this video anyway. What's next? Well, as I said, I'm going to continue doing daily meditations. There will be two kinds of meditations. We'll have the vibrational meditations, because those have gotten such great results, and I think I designed them, so I'm not sure if you can find them anywhere else. Hopefully you will be able to soon, I don't know. These really work. They're very easy to do, and I've had some great feedback, some great remarks on this. So we're going to do a lot of that. Probably 5 out of 7 will be vibrational meditations, and we're going to do some themed meditations. We're going to be doing meditations for anxiety, meditation for self-love, for confidence, for courage, for sleep, and so on and so forth. So there will be 2 types of meditation, and we're going to do also some practical personal development, life management videos. What does this mean? Well, for me, the trap with personal development is that we learn and we learn and we learn and we learn, and we don't really apply, and it's all basic theory. And what that means is that within yourself, there's a lot of solutions that you have, that you know about, and that you don't implement. So the personal development videos that we're going to do are going to be practical. The personal development videos that we're going to do are going to be purely practical. What does this mean? Well, I'm going to talk about a subject very briefly, and we're going to start directly doing some exercises. And you're going to learn, but you're going to learn actively. You're not going to learn passively. We're going to do exercises every, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. I'm not sure how often I'm going to post those videos. Approximately 2 to 3 times a week. There's going to be me talking in front of the camera. I'm going to do some little animations to help you integrate those concepts and those exercises. And so this is how the channel will be following. So there'll be daily meditations, as well as 2 or 3 personal development videos. We will also have some meditation classes. Another question, let me look at my notes, about personal coaching, about meditation classes. And that brings me to another question, actually, about some people asking, you said this challenge would be live meditations. I decided in the end to pre-record every single meditation. So as you've seen, they were pre-recorded. I put the premiere feature. That means that we can watch them all together. And I did that because we were told that our son, that is now born, Benjamin, would be born a bit sooner. And I didn't want to be in the position where I would miss some meditations, right? So I pre-recorded the 31 days. That way I knew that you guys had your meditations every single day, and that I didn't have to freak out if I'm at the hospital or something, or helping out, being with the newborn, and being stressed about having to record a meditation, having to go live. I'm not sure where I was going to be, and so on and so forth. So I pre-recorded them. And this brings me to the other question. People have been asking me if I give personal instruction. And yes, I do. I give personal instruction as well as group instructions. But first, I really recommend that you do the meditations here on the channel, or on the podcast, as a matter of fact, because I want you, before you invest, because those are not free, but before you invest, I want you to know, if you click with what I do, maybe the meditations themselves are awesome, but maybe you don't like the sound of my voice or my accent, or maybe and also, I want you to have kind of a basic ground for what I'm doing and what kind of meditations we do. And I don't want to be taking your money. I just want you to have the best value from it. So first, I only accept students that have already done at least a few of my free content here on YouTube or on the podcast. I'm not really looking into making much money, and I really value results, and those emails that it really moved me, some have brought me to tears on the results that you guys had, so I want to continue doing this. The only reason why I have to charge for personal instructions is that I've been doing it for free and it's taking me a lot of time, a lot of time, and now I have my family, I have this YouTube channel. I just can't, provide so much. I do answer all the messages I get on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Instagram, and I try to help as much as I can. So, don't hesitate to send me emails. I respond to absolutely everything. If I can help, I help. Next question. Books on Transcendental Meditation. This goes back to, me not being really into Transcendental Meditation anymore, and I quit my practice. This is because I don't feel comfortable anymore being in this group of people that have paid a lot of money for an instruction on meditation. There are some books on Transcendental Meditation. None will actually teach you Transcendental Meditation, and I don't even know how they got to it. Well, I do, because they belong to the organization of the Transcendental Meditation. A lot of things like infringes, they trademark practices, whatever. So I will link a few below. They are interesting to read. We will talk about them on the channel, but you won't learn Transcendental Meditation from these books. These books are mostly about the benefits of Transcendental Meditations, and that's kind of it, and pushing you to do the course. Which, is it a marketing thing? I don't know. I don't really care. It's not really any of my business. Another question, can we do the meditation lying down? Okay, so this is a question that has been asked a few times. Why do we have to sit? Why can't I lie down? Well, going into meditation, and especially when we practice those vibrational meditation for transcendence, we want to be available to get into a state of consciousness that we might have not experienced before. And if we have, the state that's called transcendence, and if we have experienced this before, we weren't fully aware of it at that time. So you want to be available to do it. You don't want to be slouched, and you don't want to be sitting, lying down on the couch and just passively listening to the sound and to me blabber about meditation. You want to be active, and you want to put yourself in the position where you will put your mind in the physiological state that will enable you to surpass your current understanding of your own consciousness, to go beyond your ego, beyond time, and into transcendence. And actually, this is a really good segue to another question that I read here, which was loss of time. Somebody asked me, why do I lose time? This is because you're in transcendence. Transcendence means that you're fully in the present moment. And when you're fully in the present moment, there is no past, there is no future, there's no tick-tock of seconds through time. So maybe you do a 20-minute meditation and it will feel like 7 or 8 minutes. For me, this was the big click when I did the course, when I studied Transcendental Meditation in the very beginning. This was the big click. When you're in transcendence, you lose track of time, and this is why 20 minutes can feel like 6 or 7 minutes. So, and this person at first was worried, and then we were talking, and I was talking to him on WhatsApp, and I explained to him, this is awesome. This is probably the best message I've received all month, is, hey, I'm losing track of time when I meditate, and this just simply means that you have found the path into transcendence, and that these vibrational meditations work and have a really cool effect. I think the video is long enough. I can do some more Q&As in the future. But for now, I think this is pretty much enough. Over 20 minutes, yeah, that's too much. But anyway, I will see you tomorrow for a new meditation. So as I said, we will continue doing meditations daily. Until when? I don't know. I'm not sure. I will do my best to continue as further along as I can. Why daily? Well, because it's very important for you to be consistent with your meditations. And if those meditations that I post here on YouTube and on the podcast help, then I'm going to do everything that I can to help you guys. So this is why I decided to do it daily. This is why I really advise that you practice them daily, if possible twice a day. Yeah, another question before I stop. Why not practice those meditations right before bed? Well, ultimately you can, and some people have said, well, I do just before bed and then I sleep like a baby, and that's great. If this is what you want, that's great. I advise that, well, from my personal experience anyway, I like to meditate first thing in the morning, and then before dinner. I don't really have dinner because I practice intermittent fasting where I fast for 20 hours every day and I eat for 4 hours. So my dinner is around 5, and this really cuts my day. So I start my day with a meditation. That way I create the space and I create the state of mind that will enable me to be the best I can throughout the day, to do the most focused, deep work, and to contribute everything that I have to fulfill my potential throughout the day. And then when that is finished, because willpower and brain power is finite, then I have my little meditation before dinner around 4:35 p.m. and then I can do a little bit more work in the evening or spend some quality time with my family or just relax. But then I have the benefit from this meditation a little bit more during the day. And for me, this vibrational meditation doesn't bring me in a state of sleep. It brings me more in a state of focus, and it gives me an energy that I want to use. I want to use that energy. Just like I want to use the hormonal benefits of exercising in the morning. I exercise every morning at 6 a.m. I'm at the gym at 6. Now I actually set a little gym here at home. I'm going to be talking about it, a minimalist gym. But I have a rowing machine, a kettlebell, and so on. And I exercise very, very early in the morning. Sometimes as early as 5 when I do it at home. The gym opens at 6, so I do it at 6 there. Why? Well, for multiple reasons. First of all, I want to have the space and there's not so many people there so early. But also, studies have shown that the hormonal and the brain power benefits of exercising has an effect on 12 hours, right? So I want to benefit from these 12 hours of brain power and focus and well-being throughout the day. I don't want to exercise and then having all those really cool, this cool pill that makes you happy, that makes you more effective, and so on and so forth when I sleep, right? I want to have this throughout the day. Long story short, this is why I don't recommend that you do it before bed. But again, you're free to do everything you want. And if this works and if this puts you to sleep and you like it, then, by all means go it. I don't give you any rules. I only give you some advice from my personal experience, right? So I give you some advice, I give you some recommendations. From those, you can do anything that you want. You're a free person in a free world, right? So that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it answered a few of your questions and it gives you a more clear perspective of what's going to be happening on the channel in the future. I'm going to try to keep my videos much shorter than this. I see it's a little bit long. But I'm excited to be back in front of the camera because I've not been there for some time now. And if you've enjoyed this video, please do put a thumbs up. This is not for my personal ego, but for the YouTube algorithm, basically. If you've not done so already, please do subscribe to the channel and press the little notification bell so that you're alerted on the upcoming content. If you want to listen to all this audio, I have a podcast. I will link everything in the description below. I have a blog where you can read, you can listen, you can watch. I hope I can just bring you as much value for your personal life as possible. That's it for today. See you tomorrow for the meditation. Take care. Bye-bye.